Hi everyone, it's me, Sailor Moon, Serena here, or some of you folks might know me as Usagi in the Viz or Toei world, or Victoria for the Renaissance Atlantic Glee world, or is it New Birth Great Sea Glee world? Whatever name you know me by, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. You folks will make a big deal of it, but not me. So right now I'm doing a YouTube live stream, and I guess I'll start about 6, probably end about 8. We'll see how many folks we get on here. So let's get into it. First off, someone might think that I got all these followers, 3,057 or so followers from YouTube's reckoning or YouTube's reckoning of it. And some might lead him into believing that meant that I'm getting all this great watch time. My films never get any great watch time. No. Some of my films get good watch time, but not all of them. But then again, I never came on YouTube to get the award. You know, the award YouTube gives out to folks. Oh, look, great for you. You got all these followers. Or, the yearbook. Here's when you start out on YouTube when you were talking about being fake flagged back in 23rd between YL. Here you are now. No, I didn't come on YouTube for the mateship. I didn't come on YouTube for any of that. Now that might make some folks angry or irked. That might make some of them, because some folks chose to come on YouTube for all those grounds sake and why. But that was never me. Let's be honest about that. My watch time it said I like Sailor Moon's hair. Well, thank you for liking my hair. Now, my watch time or looking or seeing, whatever you want to call it, is not that good. Some films get good watch time, some is not. And you're always going to end up meeting folks that you're gonna hear folks say things like, "Wow, it's all you got to put all these tags down. You got to come up with a really cool name. Then you got to write down every single thing you said and did your film. Then you got to pick a cool thumbnail." Well, it seems that none of that shit would ever work for me. And sorry for saying that. You know? So, anyway, the first thing is everyone wants to know how. Oh, geez. Sorry. I got 4 watchers, 2 thumbs up. So, everybody wants to know, why did I choose to do what I do? No, but I know what you want to ask me. Am I still a ditz? Am I still a soft baby in a klutz? The answer would be yes. I didn't really ever grow out of being those, you know. And a lot of folks might scathe me and say, "Oh, that's why they couldn't get into my show, because I was like that," or something like that, though. Or you'll have folks that want to fight over what my name is. My name is Serena, if you're going from the Deacon Cloverway world. You want to call me Usagi, fine, but I don't know who this Usagi is anyway. Or this Victoria. And it seems to be a big deal in the Sailor Moon followership about which Sailor Moon following that you happen to be with. See, back in the day, this was way back when I was doing Sailor Moon Red. Even before Sailor Moon Red was Sailor Moon Red 1 or Sailor Moon's Best 1 or Sailor Moon's Best 2, Sailor Moon on YouTube, Sailor misspelled the tube, Sailor Moon Red 1, 2, 3, 4. This was way back before all the fake flagging, before the hacking, and, well, even when all the bullying started. There were these 2 sides of Sailor Moon followership. And one side's like, well, you're not a true Sailor Moon follower if you like the Deke work or you like the Cloverway work. And back in the day, these folks were saying, if you won't be a true Sailor Moon follower, watch the Toei work. Yeah. but watch it with the words written down. And that was the held belief by some. And then once Viz came along and gave everyone the English offshoot that they all wanted back in the day but didn't get, that mindset has not truly gone away. Because now they'll say you're not a true Sailor Moon follower unless you watch the Viz work. And then they make such a big deal over things. Before I bring my other friends on here, they make such a big deal about things. They're like names. They're like, why did they shift all their Dawnlandish borrow names? Why did they got Hellenish and Frenchish and Latinish and Hebrewish and Farsiest borrowed names? Because most folks, I guess, that speak English would know those borrowed names over the other borrowed names, I guess. Or they would bitch about the show playing. Oh, I don't like how they speak for the South. That's not how I thought the South would talk like. Well, how did you think they would talk like? They didn't know. But they knew they didn't like it. And that wasn't the only things these folks bitched about back in the day about my show. They bitched about strike names being shifted. They bitched about stead names being shifted. You know, they bitched about why DiC had some followings done in other sagas, why they didn't do anything with them at all. You know. And what you got, and I had 4 watchers. Now I'm just down to 2 onlookers now. Now what these folks forgot is that if it wasn't for my show, wasn't for the DiC and Cloverway offshoot, no one would have even known what Sailor Moon was. I'm guessing some folks would have one day learned about Sailor Moon somehow, some way. Somehow they would have gone on the interweb, either at their Learn or their book house, and they would have learned about Sailor Moon that way. But it would have not been smooth, because most folks would not have known what Sailor Moon was. Up until between 95 YL, that anyone even knew what Sailor Moon was. And as far as early as between 94 YL, when the RAE was doing their take on Sailor Moon, I would bet that very few folks knew what Sailor Moon was. So, years go by, they get the Reckoner at their own home, and or I guess it's either at their Learn or book house, whatever, and they start looking up Sailor Moon, and they go, oh, so those were the sagas that DiC didn't work with. And so that was why Cloverway did that. I hate that. And that's where their hatred started. Only I think hate's too big of a word for what they had for it. You know. And that was the end of it. At the end of the day, you have these folks, when it comes to the Sailor Moon followership, who think that the end all, be all, end all are these gatherers. And why I call them gatherers is that's what they do. All they do is gather Sailor Moon things. Every Sailor Moon thing ever made by Irwin or Bandai or made by other businesses they have. These are the way buy everything that every Sailor Moon thing ever from Amazon or War Woman. Anything from eBay, every other website, they got it. They got everything ever made, every doll, every shirt ever booked. They know everything about Sailor Moon. Their whole room is Sailor Moon. But they don't give any love to their Sailor Moon things. They don't read their books. They don't play with their dolls. Oh, they might wear their shirts, but that's about it. It's almost like it's beneath them to do what I'm doing right now. And everyone seems to think, oh, well, if you want to be taken to earnest in the followership, you got to do that. Well, I don't know about that. you know. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Dwayne doesn't got every single Sailor Moon thing ever made. He was a latecomer to the Sailor Moon. He's only been a follower since 2008 YL. So everything he's got, he's lucky what he gets. And so it doesn't. So if this is beneath the followership, then I guess it is what it is. But then again, it's like, you know what I mean. So anyway, I just wonder, what do you folks think? I mean, you haven't said anything on my shout out box except someone asked me to like my hair. I just wonder when YouTube is ever going to give that tool, that setting, whatever you want to call it, where someone can go in and pick on your saying, here's a streamer, here's 100%, here's a smiley leer. It said, I think you're right. I think you're right, honey. I guess that's what you wrote down. Forgive me if I didn't know how to say it right. So, another thing you folks might want to ask is, it says, that's all right. So it shifts out that I had a learning hang up. My mother and father were never helpful. They either put me down, yelled at me, didn't help me. And it shifts out that all those years, to why I wasn't doing so well and learn was because I had a learning hang up. It would have been kind of unknown about it. And at the end of the day, our learn made you have to take an in-learn exam or whatever the hell. You know, like with some learns where, hey, if you want to go up a grade, go up a class or floor or whatever, you got to pass this inside seek. Why the fuck? I don't know. But our learn made us do it. So we had to spend most of the time with me and my friends spent a lot of time learning just so we could pass. Did your learns ever do that to you? Like, did your outlist learn or withdrawal learn ever say, well, if you want to go to the next class next year, you got to pass this sheet? Or whatever they call it. I mean, it's dumb. I mean, it's like when one's going to a followership or a guild, and then first you got to go and submit this. First off, you got to go. It's almost like you want to. It's almost like you want to get to a followership or a guild, higher learning, and it's almost like that in some way. And I don't really want to have anything more to do with learning than I already did. I went for all my years of learning, but it's almost the same thing. It's like, oh well, it's like if you're gonna get the learning fee each month, or you get some kind of learner loan, which is bullshit, because really all it does is, yeah, it might back you up for all your books and all the tools you might need for your years of learning. It might help back you up for the learning fee that the followership or guild. But once you withdraw, then you got to yield all that learner loan back, which is bullshit. But even worse than that, because then just to get into a followership or guild, one has to send a sheet saying why they should be picked to be a learner. And then wonder if you hear back from them getting a sheet saying you got in. Then you get to go around and look at the followership or guild before they even put you on as a learner. See, Sailor Mercury, Amy thinks that I would do great if I would just go from learning to higher learning. Well, I already went from learn, middle learn, to high learn, and that was it. I stepped out. I learned all my skills. I can read, I can write, I can do reckoning track. Why do I want to go through a followership or a guild so I could put my hand up and again, and then all the things that happened to me in my first learning years get to happen again. So I can also have a learner loan on me after I step out. Which, keep in mind, I had a learning hang up and no one knew about for my whole life. So that's why I was always the way I was. It says, what's all this shit? Okay, someone's writing a bunch. Either someone's writing in some other speech that I don't know about. Well, guess what? Guess I'm going to have to start hushing and locking whoever's doing this. Well, it's done. So I got someone that just thought they were just wanted to start spamming my shout out box. They just could not leave it alone. So he or she is now locked. And I got someone who's writing, I guess, in Spanish. I'm sorry, I don't know how to speak Spanish. I wish I only speak English. I can't speak any other speech, so sorry. It said Hospi. Sorry, prank. Oh, so it's a stunt. Well, go play that on. Well, then go play it on your shout out box, not mine. You know. Next thing I know, someone starts showing up saying a whole bunch of things in Spanish or whatever speech, Portuguese, Romanish, or Frenchish, or Italish, or I don't know, Sicilish, or whatever, or Romish. They just want to spam my shout out box. So now they're hushed and locked. And if that knocks me back some followers, oh well. Oh, so it's Portuguese. Well, sorry, I don't speak any speech except English, so I'm sorry. But whatever, he or she thought they had such a fun time doing that. Now they're hushed. They want to go do that. Go start their own live stream and spam their own shout out box. But don't do it to mine. It said that is Xenatic. I speak English too. Well, I was talking about someone came on my shout out box and started writing things in either Spanish or Portuguese, just one of those two speeches. I don't know. You probably don't see them because I ended up locking them from my fairway before you came on. It says, I blocked them, seemed like they were trolls. I speak Portuguese, English, and Spanish. Well, good for you. And hopefully, in some folks, you're going to take this the wrong way. But I only speak English. I can't speak any other speech. I can't learn any other speech. You know how there's some folks where they can learn from a book or a film or from a teacher and they'll pick it up that fast, boom, they're done. Then there's going to be folks that are flow learners and it takes longer for them to learn from a book or a disc or a teacher, whatever. And then there's folks that just never learn another speech. It just never works. And I'm one of them. And I know there's going to, hold on, I got to clean the glasses. I know there's going to be some folks out there waiting to scave that and say, bullshit. The man like mind or the man like woman like mind can learn anything. Yeah, I guess so. But I couldn't do that. And some folks think you're lazy if you only learn one speech. I truly had someone say once the grounds to why they didn't like my Deke and Cloverway work because it was just folks that were too lazy to speak too lazy to learn another speech. Oh, so in their belief is that poor sad Toei had to put it into English because no one outside of Dawnland spoke Dawnlandish as the first speech. So that, oh well, okay, whatever. And now I got someone writing Now I got somebody else. I gotta clean my glasses off. I'll be back. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, I could have done it earlier, but then it was really bright out. All right, I'm back. I'm all right, I'm back now. You can't put a live stream on still. And if you think I'm going to cut any of this out, forget it. It said, how's everybody doing today? For me, it's good. It said, yeah, I'm from a Discord team or something. Oh, don't get me started about that website. Many years ago, back around 28 between while, I did have a Discord web, I guess you would call it a fairway. And everything was great. I went on there. I talked with some folks, had some likenesses, whatever. Wasn't anything outstanding. And I started talking with other fellow Sailor Moon followers, some of them who were already from YouTube, some of them weren't. Well, one day I go on there and I'm locked. And when you get locked from Discord, they give you this slight of shit. I am not making it up. A drawing of shit that says, you have been locked. Learn why you've been locked. Get a hold of a Discord overseer. I was like, fuck that. And then every time I want to make a Discord, it either tells me, well, your step word has already been taken, your wire has already been taken, your handle is no good. So it's almost if they hushed and locked. It's either if the Discord locked me from the website. Well, that's fine, because I really wasn't going anywhere on there anyway. Most of the time, it fucked up. Half of the time, and this was back when I had a Google Chrome face with Google Chrome OS, and it liked to fuck up on it sometimes. And it wasn't anything outstanding. It was like, yeah. And that all happened. I'm not making it up. Every time I go back there, they say no. I think there was some Discord hireling, overseer, whatever you want to call them, who said, I don't like how he's playing as Sailor Moon. I don't like how he's playing as Serena Sakino or Usagi Sakino or Serena Kemble or Victoria Kemble, whatever you want to call me. Serena, Victoria Kemble, Serena Usagi Sakino, whatever you want to call me. Oh, I don't like how they're doing it. Locked. It said, it's free on, it says, hope it was all funny. Free our boy, Sailor Moon for life. So that's the end of that. You know. So anyway, now I guess I gotta bring somebody else on my YouTube fairway. And I'm gonna ask for some forgiveness from my followers and newcomers who will become my followers. I might not know every single thing about the show, but I know it's probably a lot for someone like Dwayne, who's may only been watching the show since 2008 YL. He knows probably as much as they do. The only thing is his take on it might not be the same. So anyway, everybody likes it when I would bring all my other fellow sailor fighters on, the Enders, the Elders, my friends, my foes. How about I do that? I had about, 6 watchers, 6 onlookers, 6 seers or onlookers. And yeah, they must have left. They went, yeah, this is boring now. It's no Glee anymore. I guess I can't help that. My YouTube live streams aren't always Glee. Neither are my uploads. But I think they're great. Yeah, and we all know about YouTube and their YouTube or U-hole and their bugs that like to keep happening. Like when you get a film stuck in filleting, or when somehow it starts setting all your comment settings or font settings to off or something. And one time when it was on a live stream, it wouldn't let me block anyone or ban anyone, or whatever you want to say it, forbid anyone from my YouTube fairway. Thank God they healed that, or I would have been stuck with that troll writing shit in either Portuguese or Spanish or whatever. Hope this is all funny. All right, time to bring all my other friends on. I'll be back. Gotta get one of my other friends. Oh no! Before I bring my other friends on now. Gotta take my sleep help. It's the only way I get to sleep. Been taking sleep help since 2021 YL. Brain doesn't make enough darken anymore. It goes, oh, yeah. It said for time or free time. I don't know. Forgive me. Oh, sorry. Well, Sailor Moon, Serena. Yes, Sailor Mercury. Yes, Amy. I think you would do great if you went to a followership or a guild. Come on, Amy. No, Sailor Mercury. I already went for all my years of learning. I already know how to do reading and writing and do reckoning track. Why do I want to go for more learn so I can yield back at all with learning with my learner loan so I can put my hand up again so I can fall asleep in class again or eat or something so I could show everybody my learning hang up, which I didn't know I had all those years. No, I really think it'd be good. Yeah, like I really want to have another offshoot of Patricia Haruna or Zed Long. I already dealt with those two when I was already at Learn. Well, I really think about it. You should look at them and what you think. Well, I really don't think. I don't want to go for all of that. I mean, I'm going to be young Queen Serenity of the New Heaven someday. I don't think I need to be a step out of a followership or guild. It says, it goes on, Sailor Earth fights Playboy cart. Oh, I hope that's what I hope that's what you said, because if you said something else, well, what are they doing? I don't know. Earlier, there was someone who came on my YouTube live stream writing either Portuguese or Spanish, one of that, being a troll at a hush and lock 'em. Now we get folks writing all kinds of shit. I don't know. What is that about Sailor Earth Ernest fighting someone? And why would they be fighting anyone from that? Who knows where they get their thoughts from? I don't know where they come up with. I think you might have to hush and lock some more folks. I hope not, Sailor Mercury, because that's just going to knock me back to the watchers I already had. I started out with 6 of them, and YouTube always wants to make me think I'm losing more than I'm getting. Well, think about it. I mean, you could at least come and look at some of these higher learnings, these guilds, these followerships. I told you I don't want to have any more learning. You know, it's not like, see, yeah, I don't want to do that. Well, just a thought, Sailor Moon. It's only a thought, Serena. Yeah, so I can, so I can just be the bullshit, so I can just offshoot everything I did early in life and just do it again. Hey, look, here's Serena, here's Sailor Moon being late for learn again. Only instead of some high learn or middle learn, it's a followership. It's a guild. We'll love to go for all that shit again. Well, it looks like they're staring into my soul. How can we be staring? First off, I want to know, Sailor Mercury said, how can we be looking into anyone's soul? I know that we don't spend a lot of time skimming our shout out box, but I want to know, how can we be looking into anyone's soul? I don't know, Sailor Moon says. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. If I had someone be my shout out box overseer, would you think they would do a good work? I don't know, Sailor Moon. To be honest with you, Serena, I know if they do good work or not. Probably not do good work. You're right, Sailor Mercury. You're right, Amy. They probably wouldn't do good. They'd probably start hushing and locking and forbidding folks who, they'd go around and do all kinds of shit. Then they tell everyone, hey, I'm doing it. They know what they're doing. I have run and lead in my own shout out box because I don't trust anyone else. They're not going to know what to forbid and what not to forbid. They're going to not know what to flag and what not to flag. So I'll just do it myself. It said, Sailor Jupiter, awesome show, my friend. Sailor Jupiter not even on here yet. Well, it looks like I might have to go. All right, guess we'll see you, Sailor Mercury. See you, Amy. Yeah, Sailor Jupiter Lita's not even, wasn't even on my YouTube live stream yet. That was Sailor Mercury or Sailor Quicksilver. Amy, or Ami to some of you folks. Like, what's in the name? It says, it's a Limp Bizkit. Got nothing on this man. Yeah, I don't really know how he would have anything on me to begin with. I make films on a website, and he's a well-known songster. I don't know how, whatever. Only I know one thing, he'd probably get a lot more watch time on his films than I get on mine, so your guess is as good as mine. Well, just to let you all just to let you folks all know, this Sailor Mercury doesn't have any underwear. Oh, thanks a lot, Sailor Moon. Thanks a lot, Serena. Thanks for telling everyone that. What's true? We got you from Amazon or Strong Woman back around 2009 YL. He didn't come with no underwear. And if I can go faster, I might get everybody in. Oh, there goes shit on my glasses again. Oh. If anyone wears glasses, you know the bind. Don't care if it's eyeglasses, sunglasses, or reading glasses. The same binds happen to them. You get things on them you didn't put on them. And then even though you clean them, they get besmirched. So it's fun there. All right. Well, I just lost everyone. Wonderful. I had six watchers or onlookers or seers or whatever you want to call them. Now they're gone. I got one. That's just wonderful. That's great. And I thought this live stream was going well. Yeah, I had one bind. I didn't run anyone off. I'm not making them come and go. I don't make my six onlookers or seers or watchers leave Sailor Mars, Ray. I don't make that happen. It's some YouTube flaw or bug that YouTube has never fixed and they never will fix. Whatever. If I would start this YouTube live stream, no one would be leaving. Oh, God. There goes the fogging up of my glasses again. And sadly, you have to wash them when they fog up. Because if you think you can just rub them, it won't work. So, what else we going to do? So you think you could do a greater work with my YouTube Fairway than I could? Yeah, I think I could, Sailor Moon. I think I would, Serena. Yeah, you believe that, Sailor Mars. You believe that, Ray. You have been a bully to me in almost every offshoot of the show. Deke, sometimes Cloverway, Viz, Toei. I don't know if you would have been that way and the A of the REX, the R, the RAE one. I don't know. What, the Tune Makers one? Who knows how I would have played out. Look, I said I was sorry for bullying you all those years in the Deke one and the Cloverway one. I can't speak for what happened in the Viz or Toei one. And as far as the Renaissance Atlantic Entertainment or New Birth, Great Sea, Glee one is, I don't know. Look, we got someone on our YouTube live stream. My hair's all still. I always read it. It goes, hello. Hello. There goes the glasses doing its thing again. So I got to go and clean them again, I guess. And it's not like I'm sweating or anything. So there's nothing I can do unless I go and clean them again. And I already did that. You know, we're getting some weirdos on our live stream now, Sailor Moon. I mean, we're not getting the same followers we always get. The folks that always watch our films are getting all these weirdos. We're getting weirdos on our YouTube live stream, Sailor Moon says. Don't you know, Sailor Moon? Look, Serena, when folks are speaking other speeches, when they're talking about shit, when they're saying, oh, you're greater than Limp Bizkit, oh, this is a Discord, whatever shit, don't you think that's kind of weird? Well, I never really thought of it being weird or not. You never thought of it being weird. Is my glove coming down? Yeah, let's see. There we go. You didn't think, Serena. You didn't think, Sailor Moon, that we're getting weirdos. Well, it's not all bad. Someone said hello. Yeah. And then watch. They're going to start talking about all kinds of shit. You know. So what do you think I should do? I don't know. It's your YouTube live stream and your hair's a sty. Your hair's a bloody sty. Yeah, well, your hair is a bloody sty too, you know. Yeah, well, my hair isn't as bad as yours. You know. So, yeah. I don't know. We could go to at least about 8, I guess. See how many more folks I get on my YouTube live stream. I'm not making any oaths to you folks. I could get all the inners here, but I don't think I'm going to have enough time to get all the elders or all the other friends or foes. That might be a letdown for some. Well, at the end of the day, Sailor Moon, I think you can do it. You think I can do it? Yeah, put your mind to it, Sailor Moon. Yes, Serena, I believe you can do it. I gotta go put Sailor Mars, gotta put Sailor Mars Ray back. Yeah, and they might say, oh, well, if you would have gone on earlier, or you would have set a time and you would have gotten more folks to be on your YouTube live stream. Well, I didn't know I wanted to make a film about 6 in the evening. You know? So, anyway, all right. I got 6 thumbs up, and then I had 6 folks watching, but it keeps going back to saying, no, you got 1, no, you got none. You know? And I know at the end of the day that my YouTube live stream might not be as glee as someone else's, but I want to thank everyone who came on so far who fought that. Not the troll. Because he or she, they were just there to be irksome. So I'm not thanking them for anything. So you did a YouTube. Shit. Oh, sorry. So you're doing a YouTube live stream. I'm doing one. I'm doing one right now, Sailor Jupiter. Do it right now, Lita. Oh, well, that's great, Serena. That's great, Sailor Moon. We got any good folks in a shout-out box? Some. Most of them just say things like, oh, well, Limp Bizkit's got nothing on you. And, oh, is this a Discord team or something? And then folks talking about who they think Sailor Earth should fight. And then it just goes to things like, I don't know. Well, you missed it because someone was on our live stream earlier, even writing either Portuguese or Spanish or whatever. I had to forbid them from our YouTube fairway. Thank God YouTube fixed that, because last time I did a live stream, I couldn't do anything. Couldn't do any of that. It wasn't working last time. Thank God for that up and working again. Well, it looks like we got no one watching now. Why do we get all these weirdos for? I don't know if they're weirdos or not, Sailor Moon says. We don't know these folks. We can't say they're weirdos or not. Yeah, they may, they just, look, they're gone. We got no one watching our live stream now. Oh, well, now one of them's come back. Where'd they go? We start out with 6 of them. Then they leave. Then they come back. They leave and go. What happens? I don't know. I think it's some bug or flaw in the website that makes that happen. I hear. Yeah, we got someone else saying they're here. That's great to know. Thank you for being on a YouTube live stream. The only thing I could tell you, Sailor Moon, I could tell you, Serena, is that there's some bug, some flaw that makes 6 folks, 6 onlookers, 6 seers, 6 watchers, whatever you want to call them, leave. Or need be they truly did leave. And some had to go to work, had to go to learn, had to go to sleep, had to eat. I don't know, take a shit, pick or choose. Yeah, but I always wondered, you might be right about that, Sailor Jupiter. You'd be right about that, Lita, but I just want one thing. Why is everyone come on my live stream and none of them are my everyday followers? You could have set it up where it was only your followers could come on your live stream. Yeah, but then how would I get new followers then if I set up like that? Yeah, that's a good thought. Someone wrote down Sailor Jupiter, awesome film, my friend. Thank you, even though I wasn't on the live stream at the time when you wrote that. But if you're still watching, thank you for saying that, though. Does my glove look like it's coming undone? No. Just pull your hands up a bit, I guess, and it will make it look like that. Back in the day, I, Sailor Jupiter here, was the hardest doll to get. And it didn't care if it was Irwin or Bandai. It was hard to get. And you might ask yourself, what happened to the thing holding my hair together? It broke off one day. Didn't have any over sticky ooze to put on it, so I had to take some kind of rubber band, some type of band, and bind it all together. That's what happened. That's what happened to this. If you're ever asking. Nah, I hear, someone wrote down. Got 4 watchers now, 4 onlookers, 4 seers. Well, never back down to 3 now. All right, guess I gotta be going. Oh no, don't go. Well, I'll see you around, Sailor Moon. I'll see you, Serena. All right, see you around, Sailor Jupiter. See you around, Lita. Or Makofo to some of you folks. Yeah, Lita or Makofo to some of you folks. You know any Makofos? You know anyone named Makofo? Because I don't. It said, hi. It's Gizmo. Hi, Gizmo. Good to see you. My hair is a sty. Good to see you. So, what do we got here, Sailor Moon? Serena. I'll tell you what we got here, Sailor Jupiter. All right, Mina. Here's what we got. Doing a YouTube live stream, had about 6 onlookers or seers or watchers. They kept coming and going. New folks come in. At least Gizmo's one of our followers. Yeah. So anyway, Gizmo, how's Billy doing? How's Kate doing? He never made that. You know what I'm thinking? They never did make Gizmo. They never made Billy's toy or Kate's toy or anyone else from it. I don't think it said good to know. Great. Thanks to hear that. Well, anyway, my hair is a stud. Oh, your hair is more stud. Mine is. Your hair is more stud than my hair is. Hey, I wouldn't think so. Your hair is all styed up too. Hold on here. I gotta work on my hair. For the last time, I don't know any Minako. Yeah, I don't know any Usagis. Yeah, so everyone asks me what I've been up to. Well, as you know, I always wanted to be well known, either be a well known sitter or a well known double or a show player or a songstress. I made it as being a songstress. I got my good song. Oh, you mean the songs, Sailor Venus? You mean the songs, Mina, that you mostly did on the show? Yeah. Well, in the PGSM, the live show, I already was a songstress. Yeah. And you're still a big follower of Phoenix Chan. I like Phoenix Chan. She makes great songs. You like Phoenix Chan too. Yeah. But I'm not the one that kept on. I'm not the one who so much wants to be well known. You'll go to every double seeking, every show player, and every wrestler and every songstress seek out and hoping they'll choose you. Oh yeah, Sailor Moon, you gotta start something mean like that. No, I'm sorry. You're right. Yeah, forgiven, Sailor Moon. Forgiven, Serena. That's all right. It's all right, Sailor Venus. It's all right, Mina. So, what's Minako anyway? Some Dawnlandish take on the German English name Mina. I don't know no Mina codes. All I know is a Mina. That's right. I keep telling these folks, Usagi's my middle name. It's not my first name. Yeah. It says, it goes, I want to hear a song. Yeah, all right. Oh, you always have my heart. Wherever you go, oh, you'll have my heart. Yeah, you always have my heart. I'm looking for you. Was that even a good enough song? It was. Yeah. You just took a Phoenix Chan song and then sang it for yourself. I didn't take any Phoenix Chan songs. Hey, look, sorry about that whole thing. I didn't bloody steal. Sorry about that. I didn't bloody steal anyone's songs. You know, I gotta be going now. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Sailor Venus. Forgive me, Mina. Yeah, I forgive you, Sailor Moon. I forgive you, Serena. And I hear folks say things about me. Oh, you're just Serena's double dagger. You look just like her. You both behave the same way. You ever read the step name Sailor V? They make her behave just like she does in her 2 books. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta go now. You know what they say? No, like no show and snow. You know what they say? It's no snow like show business. No, no, no. It's no show like show business. Oh, I like that saying too. By the way, that song is owned and double righted by me since I made it up. But I don't give a shit. Do what you want. Do what you want to bloody do with it. You're probably thinking, do I bring on Sailor Mini Moon on? Or we bring on Sailor Earth Ernest? That's that. Well, first I gotta do something. I gotta clean things out of Reckoner again. Well, Xena learned that she either had some other half sister or somewhere, or more likely was some fork near kin 2 times shifted away named Gil that she never knew of before. That for the good news. The bad news is Xena got leprosy, whatever that French borrowed word for that illness is. But not to worry, she's going to get it worked on. She got her layer hide on, and she's going to get it worked on so it doesn't get worse. She doesn't know where she got it from. She didn't know who gave it to her. And she's like, no one has to worry about getting it from her. Fuck. I go to do this, and it keeps kicking me out. Okay, now we're running the free room thing. Now I want to clean things out of this. Could we do this without me being sent out? And now I got the fan going in my Reckoner right now. Yeah. Well, sadly, Xena would have told you that on her Twitter or something. Yeah. Anyway, sorry about what happened to your mother. Which one? About learning about how she had some half sister somewhere she never knew, a half sister somewhere she didn't know about, or was there one of her near kin named Gail who's into horse riding like she is, or yeah, the illness. Yeah, sadly they can't be helped. The hide that they made for her, they crafted to make it look like her leer, but she's going to get work on it. Hopefully she'll get healed from it. Well, anyway, so how's everything, Sailor Earth? How's everything, Ernest? Doing great. Even though I'm probably one of the very few sailor fighters out there that very few folks even believe even true. Well, code name Sailor Earth or whatever step name Sailor Earth said on Twitter once that you being Sailor Earth is unlike everyone else. She said she did Sailor Moon self playing once, and everyone had to be Sailor Earth and had to be Tuxedo Mask or, Evening Coat Hyde from other worlds. Yeah, there's so many Sailor Earths out there, and sadly, I'll never get on look for them. Someone made a Nickelback song with all the Sailor Earth likenesses, and I wasn't on it. That's sad. It is. Everyone's making their Sailor Earth, and they're like, well, our Sailor's got to be the true Sailor Earth. You know? But no, the truth is, it's not even that. It just seems, no, it goes, you think you're the true Sailor Earth. Yeah. No, it shifts out that when she went to the healer, it shifted out of some kind of cold sore she had. And he said, don't worry about it. I don't know how she got it. But she gave her something for it and she's good. I don't know why they thought it was that illness. I don't know. Because someone said it was got to be that illness. Well, thank God it's not that. At least that's what they thought it was. Because she went in and got it looked at, and they say, oh, this isn't what that illness is. That's something else. Yeah. But it was caught fast enough that she can get it worked on. Suppose like it's something else, though. Well, I'm glad to hear she's doing all right. Yeah. He said, you think you're the true Sailor Earth? Yeah, I am the true Sailor Earth. True, I can't shapeshift like all the other ones, Sailor Moon. All the other ones, Serena. And I was probably the last one to awaken. No, that's not true anymore. I believe Snoop Dogg, Calvin Cosler was Sailor Sun was the last one to awaken. Laugh out loud. It goes. Yeah, I know. And some folks call me Sailor E for short. Yeah, they do. So anyway, Sailor Earth, Ernest, here's what I just want to ask you, though. Some folks would think that it was just you offshooting from Sailor Venus, which was offshooting from me. Oh, come on. I know I showed up and helped you all against Mephistopheles at Dreamland back around early 2009 YL. The same way the Sailor Venus helped you two out against Zoisite and Malachite. I think that would have been a 9 between 92 YL. But did she ever throw a white rose like me? No. Well, there you go. Because in the past, Sailor Venus, Queen Elderling Venus and Elderling Earth were an item, but not now, because Turkina is my wife now these days. How is Turkina doing? Doing great, but she ended up going back to the 4-1 Reichs now. Why? She said she had work she had to do there. She said she got some work she had to do there and she had to go back. She'll be back soon. Yeah. It said, all right, before I go, I'm going to send some folks, before I go, I'm going to show you some likenesses of me as Sailor Earth. Ernest P. Worrell as Sailor Earth will show you likenesses. And no one else has these likenesses anywhere else. Everyone know what he looked like as Sailor Earth? All right. So all of them, here's the 2 ones I think is the greatest. There we go. Here's the first good one. as me as Sailor Earth. And this is another good one as me as Sailor Earth. You know? Now we got folks speaking Spanish again. And here's all the other, it says, I don't know. Nick 2021 drew these Sailor Earths. These ones were all Nick 2021 Sailor Earth drawings. At least these three I'm showing you right now. The other ones, I cannot tell you. The other one was drawn by one of my former followers' husbands, who's no longer on YouTube anymore. And this one I got off of some website somewhere that someone drew. Oh, you stole it. Yeah, well, if you're stealing likenesses, then no web seeker, Edge, Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Avalanche, Opera would let you download anything if they thought that you were stealing likenesses. You didn't buy these likenesses, you don't have the ownership, you don't have the double right to them. Yeah, well, someone might believe. That's awesome. Yeah, they are. Well, okay, all right. All right, I got to be going now. My mother Zena's doing all right. It shifted out that she just had cold sores, but she doesn't know how she got them, and they thought it need be that illness, but it's not. Well, that's great to hear. All right, I'll see ya. Goodbye, Sailor Earth. Goodbye, Ernest. Yeah, Zena got some kind of cold sores in her mouth. And they thought it could be that illness, and it wasn't. They're like, you got herpes. And not the love-making illness, but the cold sore illness of the same name. Making cold sores on one's lips that heals up and goes away, heals up and goes away. She'll know how she got that. But it's not the other illness, thank God. The truth is, she's like, shit, I'm not drinking enough water, and now my lips are all dry. Who knows? I don't know. That's what she told me. But on top of it, learning that she had some other sister she didn't know about, half sister she didn't know about. Her name was Gail, and she likes to ride horses like Xena does, but she didn't. That's the only good thing she ever learned about. Good thing. It said Gabrielle should play a prank on her while she's ill. First off, if you have leprosy, that French borrowed word, that illness, you don't want to be anywhere around them because you can get it too. But if you got other kind of illness like cold sores or whatever, they're not as bad. You know? Only they say, hair just weird it. They say, keep going and get looked at, and she has to wear a hide that looks just like her hair, but it's not. And it shifted out, it wasn't even that. It shifted out that she thought she had something. And the camera's like, no, it wasn't what it was. Because someone thought it was. Because someone said something. It looked like she had some weird skin illness, someone said. And somehow she sadly believed them. And she did. You know? But anyway, before I go, what do you think about Xena learning that she had another, half sister somewhere or whatever, or named Gail that she never knew of before? you know. Let me know about that. Anyway, it looks like it is all the time that I have here. I could have brought on Sailor Mini Moon Rini, but Rini's back in the upcoming right now. She's not here right now. Thank God for that. I could have had Tuxedo Max Darian come on. You know how that goes. It said, cool. I hope Xena sees her on the Xena show. We don't really got a doll for her. We don't really got a doll for her, you know. Only really sad thing is Xena and Gil got talking, and Gil said, I think, and they got talking, and then Gil's like, well, I think I can't have any kids because of riding horses. And Xena said, I'll get off of it. I've been riding horses my whole life, and it doesn't really do anything to having kids, she says. But anyway, it said, well, we'll see. All right, that's all the time I got here. What do you mean, wow? You mean about Gail saying that she can't have kids because she thinks riding horse did it to her? Bye, Sailor Moon. All right, I'm going, Serena says. Anyway, if you like this live stream, follow us over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Watch the other film I made yesterday, I made this morning with Sailor Venus over here, talking about being Sailor V. I, Sailor Moon Serena, and I'll see you later. Bye. See you, Dwayne. Bye.